Hello, class. This is the second half of the fitness testing project. So the first thing you need to do for this second half is to upload the PowerPoint template for the second half. So as you can see, I have uploaded the template and I have done the first test for you as an example. The first thing you need to do is look up papers for each of the tests and look up the validity, the reliability, and objectivity. So I did that for the BIA, which you guys can keep the BIA validity, reliability, and objectivity data for an example. And then what you do next is to find the objectivity and validity, you go to Google Scholar, and what you do is search, basically a search term, BIA, validity, reliability, and objectivity. And here is the paper that I used for the BIA. And then I went down on the paper and looked for the BIA's validity, and it said it had concurrent validity plus reliability was high. And I couldn't find in any other papers the validity and reliability. So once you do that, you will need to cite the paper, and it needs to be an APA format. So you will copy that APA format from the Google Scholar. You will go back to your PowerPoint presentation and copy and paste that to reference one. So you have to have a reference list. In addition to that, you will reference that paper. So you'll put the author. Since there's multiple authors, there's more than 3 or 4, I put et al., then I put the comma, then I put the year of that paper, where I got it. So you'll have to do that for all of validity, reliability, and objectivity. So that is the literature search. Again, you go to Google Scholar and then search for a paper. Then from there, you will need to copy and paste that paper. And the paper needs to be a review paper on validity and reliability, not a non-scholarly article. A non-scholarly article, for example, would be in Sports Illustrated or a newspaper. You will need to look up in Google Scholar for a review article. So just to make that clear, if you have questions about that, you can contact me by email. The second half is picking or choosing the video that you think is the best with your 5 subjects for doing that test. And so I found a video for bioelectric impedance. So what I did is I'll show you based on, this is not a video of myself. You will have to choose a video for yourself. I'll go back to this. The YouTube videos that you uploaded for your labs are going to be on YouTube. So I'll paste that and search for that article. And what I do is double click on that. And then in order to share it, you press the share button and you copy that link. And then you will paste it to here, the video link, and then that will allow me to click on it and then go straight to it so I can see it. So that's what you do with the video for each test. Then you'll need to analyze those tests. And with this rubric that I have attached for each test, you will basically grade yourself. And so as you can see, I have the BIA right here. So for this video, I thought everything was proficient except for explaining the actual test itself. So I would give that person a competent or a half to 75% of the points received. So really I would give this person 0.5 points out of 1. And then at the bottom, I would explain why. So I would say, so for you, you would explain why you thought you should have gotten half percentage off, correctly explaining the purpose of the assessment. My explanation is, I did not explain what percent fat meant and why it is important. And so I would put that at the bottom of the screen, or of that point or rubric, and then I would go back and talk about my weaknesses, which I did. I said it needs to explain what percent fat means and why it's important, and then the strengths for that test, did the procedures interpretations correctly, and then improvements for that test. Next time, explain what percent fat means and the importance. So these are the steps for the second half of the fitness testing project. Thank you.